Alright everybody, welcome to another episode of
Unique Adventures.
On this episode we are out here at Manchester State Park. We are out here dry camping this weekend. We're going to take you guys along. We're going to go do some exploring, go check out some of the roads and some of the sites and some of the things going on here. What have we seen so far?
We've seen some old-fashioned cars driving by. That's kind of cool. Not sure where they're headed. But yeah, looking forward to see what we can find on our adventures today.
Yeah, so we're going to go out and go check out some stuff down here. There's some old relics from like World War II and some of the protection that they did down here for this fort that's down on the other side of the water down here. So we're going to go down and go check these things out. Come along with us. Alright, so we've made it down here to one of the predominant pieces here at Manchester State Park. This is the Torpedo warehouse behind us, and all this land was acquired for building the fort and the battery and stuff in
1892.
And they started building all this back in 1900 and I believe finished somewhere around 1905. So this structure behind us here, which they use as a pavilion now, you can rent this to do parties and stuff like that, is 117 years old. A lot of these structures here are over 117 years old. Definitely cool that these things are still behind here. And so this was the torpedo warehouse. This is where they kept all the torpedoes stored that they used out in the bay.
They used it they were supposed to help defend Fort Ward, but never actually needed it. So because Fort Ward was big, they could contain themselves and do more protection. So this warehouse actually never got used. It said the torpedoes were never delivered to be used.
But this was the purpose behind this. There's a couple little shaft areas and then the battery down on the other side here. So we're gonna go right across the street here and we're gonna go check out the next structure. Alright, so we've got the battery behind her. This is Battery Mitchell here at Manchester State Park. The cool thing here is that they built this to retrofit some guns to be able to help cover the fort and the torpedo laid passage, rich passage behind us here. But after completion of this, they actually decided they didn't need the guns, that they had enough protection out on the other fort and with the mines in the ground. So they never actually used this. It's just sitting here. But we're gonna go down and dive into it and kind of explore it a little bit. So let's go do that. So these here must have been where they were going to lay the guns. There's one of those on the other side as well. So pretty interesting little battery here right out onto Rich Passage, where they laid all the torpedoes and the mines out there in the passage. What you got?
Nice big clamshell. Or, yeah, clamshell. This would be good for dinner. It's like the size of my hand.
That's pretty good.
See, you could have a big crab and some nice clams to go with it.
Well, crab, that's actually a big crab pincher there.
Yeah, this came from a big guy.
Not sure what species, but I don't think it's Dungy. Might be rock crab, I'm not sure, but with that color, I've never seen them with that dark of a color, so might have to do some research and see what that actually came from. We're out here, Manchester State Park. We did all the things out here. We went and walked around, saw the beaches, saw all the batteries and stuff. What was your favorite part?
Just nature, getting to actually relax. We're pretty busy on our trips, and so it's a nice, fairly quiet state park. We were near some campsites that had lots of kids, so they were a little bit loud, but it was nice just to be quiet, have a big campsite, just get to relax and, you know, be out with nature. There's a lot of nature trails. We walked on the rocks yesterday by the water. Just be careful because we kind of got stuck and had to work our way back across some very slippery rocks, lots of kelp out here.
So if you're on the lower beach and you're coming around the back side of the cove, you definitely have to watch out. Try not to get stuck on stuff out there. We were really high coming back towards the beach side, and we ended up having to walk back around. So you just kind of have to watch that a little bit. But this state park offers a lot, especially for the kiddos. Like I said before, if you're wanting to do a bunch of swimming and stuff like that, probably not the place to be. But a lot of beach exploring, you know, beach combing, you know, looking at jellyfish and different things out on the beach. It's definitely an awesome place. Plus you get to see that history about the Rich Passage here and how they put in all the torpedoes out in the middle of the sound here to protect the Naval Air Station out here. A lot of history to see, plus you get that battery you can go down and go explore in. So I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna have a good time here. So if you got something out of this, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure, drop us a comment. What do you think about this place? Have you been here before? What other forts do you want us to go to? Because there's a ton here in the Pacific Northwest. So make sure to drop that comment, hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss it when we come all the way out to the Puget Sound here and get to check out stuff on the beach and all the things. But until then,
we'll see you in the next adventure.